Good afternoon and welcome to Museum Wonders. I'm your host Isa Lane, and on today's episode we're going to highlight three of the best museums here in Jacksonville, Florida. Do you love art and a mixture of its history? Well, look no further than to go and visit the Kummer Museum of Arts and Gardens. Founded by the late artist Nina Kummer after her death in 1961, not only has this museum long expanded in her gardens and personal art, but also with art and history dating back to the BCE area to the 21st century. There are over 5,000 works of art from those eras and can only be found and viewed at the Kummer Museum. The visual around each piece consists strongly on European and American art with an addition to Meissen porcelain. Personally, I have not checked out this museum before myself, but here are students at UNF. I've taken art history classes that dates back to things somewhat similar as the things showcased at Kummer, but in a way it felt as if I was learning a lot from those classes as I was in the actual museum. If you're someone that loves art and history that dates back to a very long time ago, the Kummer Museum is right for you. Are you a fan of science? If so, do you ever question how science came to be and why it's a part of our society? Well, look no further and go check out the Museum of Science and History. Founded in 1941, MOSH back then was started as a children's museum here in Jacksonville. The place was originally a mansion located in Riverside, but it was then constructed in 1961 as the museum we know of today here in downtown. MOSH is known to be the most popular museum here in Jacksonville because of how largely known it is. Many families and a large amount of school field trips around the elementary school area will bring people and students to feast in the vast environment of the scientific and historic visuals of this museum. They will enjoy every last minute of it and not want to leave. I've been to MOSH multiple times on field trips during my days in elementary school, and just a year ago I returned here with friends after so long, and it is still as vibrant as ever. So if you're interested in learning more about science and history, come by to MOSH and bring your friends and family along for the ride for fun and a great time. Do you ever wonder what art is like when it's done outside where you are? What does art look like when it's done in different parts of the world? Well, look no further and head on downtown to the Museum of Contemporary Art. Founded in 1924, before being known as MoCA, it was known as the Jacksonville Fine Arts Society, being the first organization in the Jacksonville community to be devoted to visual arts. In 1948, the museum was later named as Jacksonville Art Museum. And then 30 years later, it became the first institution in Jacksonville to be accredited by Association American Alliance of Museums. Today, this museum is acquired by the University of North Florida. It has been with them since 2009. It is known as a cultural resource for the university. Every that is affiliated with fine arts and history in arts general is affiliated from that museum to the school as courses and art as sphere of culture. Now, just like with the Kummer Museum, I have not been to this one either, but knowing that the art classes I've taken is affiliated with that museum, it felt like I learned a lot about art, more thanks to those courses. So if you're a UNF art major student and you have the urge to learn more about art and history, stop by at MoCA and let your curiosity run wild. Alright, Ospreys, that is all we have today in this afternoon's episode of Museum Wonders. I'm your host, Isa Lane. Thank you for watching. I hope you find those three museums fun and interesting and that they become places you can go to for learning.